So you guys see this, right?
So especially if you keep growing, right? If you add more owner operators, it's going to be harder and harder to manage all of the stuff, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have it centralized, because you either got to go into the FMCSA, look it all up, and make sure you're actually getting the inspections from them. Then there's things like, okay, well, let's say you did get an inspection and it was a crash, things like that. Well, if that keeps up, is that going to move it into an alert? And how long is that going to take? So this is really, important stuff that you want to, whether it's with us or anybody else, it's very important to manage this stuff early on, because the last thing you want is for your good safety record to move into an optional or a mandatory because drivers aren't paying attention.
Okay. So yeah.
And this is, so insurance companies, they look at this as well. So it looks like you're with Sentry.
Yep.
So they actually subscribe to our data, so they're looking at this as well. So it's really important to them. So if you can be looking at the same things they're looking at, that helps your conversation with insurance as well.
Yeah. It actually helped me recently.
Yeah, because they're looking at this. They're seeing that and they're like, all right, you're doing a pretty good job. We're not seeing anything there. So the underwriters are looking at this, right? And then they're assessing your risk as a carrier. So the more you can be aware of this, the better that conversation is going to go as well. And you know how much insurance costs, so.
And my cost has been down. Like, I had to renew in December. It didn't even change.
Yeah.
So I've been down.
That's because of that. It's because you're doing a good job, right? So you want to keep doing that. And as you grow, be very conscientious. Who do you let onto your fleet? Do you want a driver with a really bad record that's going to start getting all kinds of vehicle maintenance issues, hours of service,
let's go back.
Like that?
Let's go back to that.
To the other screen?
Yeah. This is because somebody asked me about a program and I had it. I didn't use it, but this is pretty similar to it. So bringing on a driver. Go over that again. If somebody wants to come on and lease on to you in their truck, you want to see something about the truck, the particular truck they're driving.
You want to see something about you can pull in their VIN number or license plate. VIN's typically better because license plates can change, right?
Yep.
So now you've got the VIN. What authorities have they run under? Then you're going to see where have they been inspected in the U.S. and what are the types of violations they're getting. So you can see some brake stuff, some driver fitness related things. You can see some false logbook, brake issues, so on and so forth. So you're going to get a nice summary. It's kind of like a PSP basically, and then you decide, hey, dude, is this person a good fit, or are they
better
not
than a PSP probably?
Yeah, because you actually get the
PSP
full VIN
just tells you one thing. Yeah, he got a warning ticket. That's it. It don't tell you.
And this is like you can click on the individual inspection there, get the full. So that's just, we're doing a summary there, but now you can see. Here's the company, here's where it happened, this was driver only, here's the county that it happened, here's the shipper that it was with, you can get all kinds of information.
It's just like an inspection report, yeah?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So
and
drivers,
you'll start to see what kind of violations are happening most frequently with you, right?
Yep.
What do you need to work on? If it's hours of service, 60% of their hours of service is false log violations, things like that. So it's just giving you that data so that you can better manage, this aspect of your business.
MC Advantage, huh? How much is it?
So it depends on the size of your fleet. So the smaller you are, the less expensive it is. So you have 4 power units. It's, I don't know, probably somewhere in the range of like $100, $200 a month, something like that.
Okay. All right. Yep, so it's something we can look into.
So pretty affordable.
Yeah, we can look into this as we try to expand out there.
Yeah.
Pretty detailed.
Yeah. Yeah, and the more you grow, the more data you're going to have, right? So you're going to get more and more things that you can look at and trends, and you can start doing things like projecting what your scores are going to be. So ahead of time is something running a temperature. Well, I want to look 9 months down the road. Okay. Well, this guy, for example, they're staying in the red. I want to know that if I'm a safety director. What do I need to do to get out of an alert status? What are the things running a temperature? What do I need to be aware of here? So you're going to have access to see all that stuff. Their vehicle maintenance is coming down, but their hours of service is actually trending up. if they don't figure out their crashes, they're going to hit an alert over here. And that's stuff that, if all of a sudden your insurance renewal's up and now you have 2 things in alert, your premiums might go up, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's just creating that overall awareness and then taking proactive steps.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna look into this, and I'm gonna take it with me. Or did you give me one? No, you didn't. So, but yeah, what's your name, man?
David.
All right, Calvin.